So why did the city reject the overnight permit? We sent Ann on your sides Ann McNamara to find out that question. Ann?
Tom, I'm live tonight at Harbor Park. This is where the new permit is to assemble and also to parade. Now, you heard Ava just say and show you that there are protesters where she is. They're supposed to be here if there are 30 or more. That is the number in which you need the permit. Now, getting to your question, why now? Why after a month of renewing it on a weekly basis, why take away the camping permit? Well, a city spokeswoman says there's one thing, it's cleanliness, and the other thing is this is a public park and she wants the public to be able to use it.
This is our personal property.
It's the heart of the Occupy movement to camp out in one place around the clock. But time is up in Norfolk.
This area is not set up as a campground. This is a public park for everyone to come down and enjoy.
It's just one of the reasons why the city has decided to stop renewing camping permits for the Occupy group. Another one, cleanliness.
We've got cleanup going on. I did walk in there before. There is trash behind the benches. The trash cans were full. It's a little smelly. So we're going to get the park cleaned up and reopen it for the public.
But it was no easy task. Police in riot gear, 6 arrests for obstruction of justice.
They worked openly, directly with the city in good faith. This is the city's response.
We've had such great relations. I actually referred to it yesterday as a love fest, and everyone laughed and agreed. There was no indication there'd be any problems.
And because this park is public, Occupy protesters can stay until there are 30 or more people. That's when the city requires they move to the new permit location.
So we will go where we are allowed to assemble. Where is it? Apparently, it's Harbor Park, Lot G.
Where the permit that was renewed allows them to parade and to assemble. The city says it knows the importance of protecting those First Amendment rights, but camping is not one of them.
Occupy Norfolk is not done. It is not done. Occupy Norfolk will rise again.
And of course, as we talked about in the past, there are other Occupy groups. Occupy Virginia Beach, as we speak right now, is in a meeting with the city manager. 10 on your side, Jason Marks is also in that meeting. We'll have that coverage for you coming up at 11. And again, they're also appealing the fact that they can't get a camping permit in the city. So what they do have right now here in Norfolk is a permit to assemble and also a permit to parade. That's here at Harbor Park. Now, I've been here since 1 o'clock, Tom, and I haven't seen one person.
All right, so we're talking about two different things here. Being able to camp, to have a permit for that, and also First Amendment rights. Do these protesters really believe their First Amendment rights were violated here?
Tom, I think there is some confusion out there, and of course there always is when there's a large group of people and police have to enforce a certain law or ordinance. Now, some of these people did say to us today, our First Amendment rights, we have the right to stand here. They do. They have the right to assemble, and they can even stand in that very park like you saw them behind Ava. As long as there are not 30 of them in that one particular group, that is when you need the permit, and that is when they need to come to Harbor Park, Tom.
All right, thank you, Ann McNamara, live in Norfolk. Police dressed in full protective gear. It's not something you see every day in Hampton Roads. Apparently, they are part of the police department's crowd management team. We're told they wear protective padding on their chest, arms, knees, and shins. They also have helmets with gas masks to protect against tear gas. Apparently, this is the first time they've had to use the gear this year.